Hello, my name is Laura, and this is A Life Rebuilt. This channel is for people that are starting life over again for whatever reason. And this video is about the stuff that we've been accumulating, the good stuff, the fine china, the special dress, whatever. It's time for us to start using the good stuff. Let me tell you a story about my cat dishes. I was in the market for new cat dishes because we'd broken a bunch of the ones that we'd been feeding our cats with, and we didn't have enough anymore. Got 4 cats, and they ate twice a day, so we needed a fairly good sized stack of dishes. And I have open cabinets in the kitchen, so I wanted them all to match and look nice sitting there on the shelf. Um, I'd been looking at thrift stores. I'd been looking at Dollar Tree, places where I thought I might be able to find reasonably priced dishes for just $1 or 2 each. And I wasn't finding anything. And then at the same time, I was decluttering, getting rid of the excess in my life. I've been working on that for a while now. And I'm going through my cabinet full of china in the dining room. It was kind of dumb that I'd collected that much china. I had these aspirations that I was going to be the kind of person who entertained, and that was kind of beyond ridiculous because my dining room only seats 4 comfortably, 6 if you squish us in. So what was I thinking, having 36 place settings of china? And so I was thinning that out, getting down to the amount of stuff that we would actually use. Because seriously, when we have friends over, we're eating off of paper plates. On the rare occasions when we do have friends over. And in that cabinet, I came across this stack of pretty glass dessert plates. And I thought it would be dumb to donate a dozen of these plates to charity and then go out and spend $2 or more to buy new ones. I'm just feeding the cats on these. The cats don't care what they look like. The cats are kind of messy eaters, so it'd be a little bit better if they were deeper, but they work. And I didn't have to spend any money on new ones. And when they're sitting out on the floor there in the dining room, at least they're looking nicer than a plain white dish. Another example, let's see, we bought this house in 2009, and I asked my husband, would it be all right if I painted the bathroom in pale yellow and deep purple? And he says, yeah, fine, I don't care what color you paint it. He says, I just don't want flowers everywhere. So I promised him no flowers in the room, and I kept that promise. And I'm trying to come up with some kind of art to hang on the wall in there. And so I asked him one day, flowers are out, but would you be okay with insects? And he says, yeah, fine, insects are fine. So I went across the hall to my art studio. This is my art studio. It was in the other room back then, but I got a frame that I'd gotten at a thrift store, spray painted it to match the cabinets in the bathroom, squirted some paint on the canvas, spread it around with a paint knife, and I came up with a dragonfly. I was kind of impressed with myself because I managed to blend yellow into violet and not end up with gray in the middle. But that's off topic. And the dragonfly hung in that bathroom for many years. It even got some compliments from a perfect stranger who used my bathroom when we were having a garage sale. It was okay. I was never just super attached to it, but it filled the space nicely, matched the room. And then almost 3 years ago, I became a widow. I could decorate my house any way I wanted, so I thought I would kind of like to have flowers in that room. And I had a piece of scrapbooking paper about 12 inches square, and I thought, I'm going to get a 12-inch square frame and put that scrapbooking paper in the frame and hang that in the bathroom, and that'll fill that spot nicely. That'll be something that I like better than what's already there. So I started looking for a 12 by 12 brown frame. And the more specific you get with frames, the harder it is to find exactly what you want. And I did eventually find one on Amazon, but it was $35, and I thought, I'm not sure I really want to spend that much money for something that I liked, but I can live without, because the dragonfly was still fine. Then one day it occurred to me that in all of the paintings I've been trying to sell, in all of the art fairs I keep taking stuff to, that I have this painting of purple flowers. Beautiful, original oil painting, purple flowers, gold frame. There's the right colors for my bathroom. Why do I keep hauling this back and forth to art fairs where I'm eventually gonna drop it and break the expensive frame? And it's not selling, most likely because even though it's beautiful painting of flowers, it wasn't didn't fit the theme of the other paintings I had in my art fair booth, which were mostly animal paintings. So I thought, I'm going to hang this in my bathroom and I'm going to enjoy it. And I do. Every time I get out of the shower, I see it hanging there and I think that's beautiful. It makes me happy. So that's what I did in my bathroom. What are you hoarding in your basements and attics and closets? What's the good stuff that you're hanging on to that you really ought to have gotten rid of years ago or used? If we kept this stuff, it was because we liked it. Why aren't we using it? It's time to get it out and use it. Or if it really didn't mean that much to us and we were just saving it because it was expensive or because somebody gave it to us, if we're not going to use it and enjoy it, we should donate it to charity now, because our kids don't want this stuff. One thing that millennials and Gen Zers definitely don't want these days is grandma's china. And I had a lot of that to get rid of. Besides the cabinet full that nobody ever saw, I had a beautiful collection of antique cups and saucers with matching dessert plates on the hutch over the buffet. And I spent so much money on those. I think the probably the most expensive set I paid $80 for, and those things did not gain in value. Hundreds and hundreds of dollars I spent on all those antique pieces, and I ended up selling all of it to an antique dealer for, I think it was $20 for the whole set. Really dumb thing for me to collect. I thought it was awfully pretty. But and it made a nice display in the dining room. But truth is, I don't even like tea. I never drink tea. Occasionally some herbal tea, but regular tea, never. So why did I have all that? I cleared off all those shelves in the dining room, and now they hold other things that are decorative but also useful and just as attractive, but in a more modern way. So if you'd like to, leave in the comments, tell me what it is that you've decided that you're finally going to use. If this video was useful to you, maybe this channel will be useful to you. Click that thumbs up to let me know that you liked what you heard. Hit the subscribe button and the little bell to be notified of future videos, and I appreciate that very much. Until the next video, be well, be at peace, love, and be loved.